While the most popular singular sporting event was being played, it's only fitting that the most popular poker tournament was taking place. Welcome to the Super Bowl Sundays version of the Sunday Million. I'm David Tuckman, and here is a look at your highlight show. 7,584 players took part, and this is your final nine. 3 Germans among the final 9. Levon Geo, our chip leader with just over 12 million chips. Choppy from Canada, you might recognize that name. That's Matt Kay. We'll talk about him a little bit later. Let's get right into the action. Hand number 2. The blinds are 150,000, 300,000. Gypsy Magic, our short stack, with under 2 million chips. Under 7 big blinds. You're expecting to shove here with 3s. But first we have to wait for K-Main. And now that K-Manny, or K-Manny, has folded, there's the shove. Gypsy Magic all in with 3s. Pete's got aces, not going to play. Choppy with King 10 off suit. If you were in the big blind, you'd expect him to call there on the button, maybe not. O'Houlihan with the ace-jack, though, almost definitely going to make this call. And in fact, actually moves all in over the top. Henny 2005 gets out of the way, and we'll see ace-jack against 3s. Eight deuce, so far so good for Gypsy Magic. Gypsy Magic, by the way, from Finland, has to avoid an ace or a jack on the river, and does just that. 10 of clubs on the river, and Gypsy Magic doubles up to 4.4 million chips. O'Houlihan at 5.29 million. Blinds now at 200,000, 400,000. Gypsy Magic picks up ace-king now. And shoves all in. About 13 big blinds. Looking around the field, you don't see many players with premium hands until, of course, you get to the big blind, where K-Many has queens. Levon Geo not going to play. Lukey 99 not going to play this. And it's on to K. And this is 4K's tournament life. And I just don't think you can lay queens down. This is pretty standard. Ace-king shoves. Queens are going to make the call. Pot is over 11 million chips. Gypsy Magic is all in. He's at risk, and he hits his ace. K-Many needs some help. A queen is going to do it on the river. But that's not a queen. The 3 of spades on the river. Gypsy Magic doubles up, and what a run he is on. He was at under 2 million chips, now over 11 million chips. K-Many, though, at 227,000, and that was really the hand that did it. K-Many went out on the next hand. Gone in 9th place from Denmark. Took home $11,755. We are down to 8 players. Lordan KK with the 7s. I expected a shove there, and I think that probably was the proper play. Under 10 big blinds, you got pocket 7s. I understand you want to climb the pay ladder. I don't think you can fold that hand. Levon Geo. All in with ace-deuce. Has under 5 big blinds. Pete's got aces with 5s. Going to make the call. Choppy gets out of the way. Pot is 6.1 million. Levon Geo at risk. 10-7 deuce. Well, a pair of deuces for Levon. Levon needs one more deuce or an ace. 3 of hearts is not going to help him, and Levon Geo from Latvia is gone in 8th place. Takes home just over $18,000, and we are down to 7. Tournament specialists might say I'm wrong. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure 8-handed, when you've got under 10 big blinds and you're kind of in mid-position with 7s, I think you've got a shove there. Gypsy Magic makes the call. A little bit unorthodox. It folds around. We'll see this blind versus late position limp. 5 high flop. Gypsy Magic with the ace-7. A deuce gives both players a straight, but Henny would have the higher straight, obviously. Right now, ace high is the best hand. It's be interesting to see how these players play it. Henny checks. And I got to tell you, I'm probably leading right out if I'm Henny. If my opponent actually limped in, and this is the flop, I'm almost definitely going to be leading out if I'm Henny. He checks it one more time, and these players playing it very passively. I mean, in Gypsy Magic's case, he's got ace high. He has some showdown value. And Henny is going to actually check call the turn. River's a 7, and Henny gets there, but I'm not a huge fan of the way he played this hand. Gypsy Magic is made to pair here, 7s and 5s. Obviously can't beat the 6, though, that's in Henny's hand. Henny's going to bet $1.5 million, and Gypsy Magic's going to pay him off. Say what you will, but Henny now up to 12.6 million chips. Once again, 7,584 runners, prize pool over 1.5 million. Action on Pete's got aces. He's our chip leader with over 17 million chips. Not going to play the 3-deuce suited. On the button, though, O'Houlihan with the ace-king, almost definitely going to play. There's the shove. And what bad timing for O'Houlihan. He picks up ace-king on the button, and Lord Dan KK has got exactly that, the KK. There's the call. O'Houlihan is at risk. Pot almost 14 million chips, and there's the ace. Ace, 9, deuce. Terrible flop for Lord Dan. There's only one king left in the deck. One out with one card remaining. And unfortunately for Lord Dan KK, it's not a king. O'Houlihan doubles up to nearly 14 million chips. Lord Dan KK down to under one big blind. So at hand 67, this is what it looked like. Lord Dan KK with only 464,000 chips, under one big blind. We're going to jump ahead a few hands, and my guess is we lose Lord Dan KK, and that's exactly what happens. So Lord Dan KK from Romania gone in 7th place with $32,000 in his pocket, and we are down to 6 players. Choppy, our short stack. Once again, Choppy is Matt K, by far the biggest name at this final table. He won the 1 million Turbo Takedown in 2009, made the final table of the W Coupe 10K High Roller event last year. Also has a Scoop High final table to his name. And right now he's got King Jack in the big blind. I expect a shove here. 6-handed, button raise. I think Choppy thinks King Jack is probably ahead of his opponent's raising range. There's the shove from Choppy, Matt K. Gypsy Magic, kind of pot committed. He makes the call. Pot is 16.8 million chips, and Matt K, Choppy, way ahead. Still ahead here. Both players flop a king. Turn is a 3. Both players with kings and 3s. The jack still plays. And the 4 clubs does not change that. Choppy is going to win this pot up to nearly 17 million. Gypsy Magic, our new short stack, at 6.3 million. Blinds 500,000, 1 million. Pete's got aces with the 9s. Pete's currently second in chips. He's going to make it 2x, or 2 times the big blind, with 2 million. Choppy gets out of the way, over to O'Houlihan, who picks up the ace-king on the button. Under 10 big blinds. This is pretty standard shove. There it is. And when it gets back to Pete's got aces, it's going to be 7.8 million to call. Getting a little bit less than 2 to 1. I just don't think you can fold 9s. 6-handed. And then this is a pretty standard call. He makes the call. Pot is 21.7 million chips. The winner of this pot will be our chip leader. And I think it's going to be Pete Scott Aces. He flopped quads. That's right, quad nines. Tough break for O'Houlihan. He gets it in with ace-king, but this time ace-king does not do the trick for him. He's from Berlin, Germany, and he is suddenly $47,000 richer. 5 players remain in the Sunday Million. Blinds still 500,000, 1 million. We're at hand 122. Matt K folds the ace. Lukey on the button with 7s. Expect the shove. And unfortunately for him, Gypsy Magic has got the ladies. Gypsy Magic all in as well. Has Lukey covered by just 200,000 chips. Our chip leader, Pete Scott Aces, gets out of the way, and it's queens against 7s. And you can see Gypsy Magic about a 4-1 favorite to win the hand and eliminate Lukey 99. Eight deuce. Nothing there for Lukey yet. Still no help. Lukey needs a 7. And that, my friends, is not a 7. 5 of clubs on the river, and Lukey 99 from Germany gone in 5th place. He'll pocket $62,000. Now, if you want to play in this tournament for free, that's right, free, no money. We give you that opportunity. But you need the password, and that's coming later. So stick with us.
He's playing poker!
I've been walking around this place like a gypsy gnome.
Drop us all in!
Yes!
We are competition everywhere. We are poker.
Welcome back to the Sunday Million. Hand at 122. We started this final table with 3 Germans. We are down to just 1. Henny 205. Our short stack is the lone German remaining. Choppy up to 22.7 million chips. Pete Scott Aces, the Australian, our chip leader. Gypsy Magic, who came into the final table as our short stack, is now 3rd in chips with nearly 19 million. He's going to raise with the ace-9. Choppy with the ace-jack. And Matt K is going to shove all in. He shoves all in for 22.6 million back over to Gypsy Magic. I don't think you can call this with ace-9. Maybe it's close. Nope, Gypsy Magic lets it go. And Matt K, our chip leader, once again up to nearly 28 million chips. Blinds now 600,000, 1.2 million. Pete's got aces. Going to make it 2.4 million. Once again, 2x. Expect Matt K to 3-bet here. He does. He 3-bets all in. He shoves all the chips in there, 27.79 million. And once again, I just don't think you can call off with ace-deuce. And Pete's got aces. The Australian lets the ace-deuce go. Choppy up to 32.4 million chips now. Starting to build some momentum. We jump ahead in hand 164. And Matt K really starting to build a lead. He is now at 35.9 million chips. Pete's got aces all in for 13.3 million. Henny 205. With about 5 big blinds, is going to go with it. Ace-3. Nines have been good for Pete. Henny needs another 3 or an ace on the river. 10 of hearts is not going to help him, and Henny 205. The lone German remaining is gone in 4th place. He'll add $80,390 to his bankroll, and we are down to just 3 players. Gypsy Magic once again came to this final table as our short stack. Has done a great job. Matt K raising just over minimum, $2.85 million. Pete with the Queen 10 suited, possibly thinking about making the call, and he does make the call. We haven't seen many flops. 6-4-4. And you can see that Pete is actually a slight favorite right now, even though Choppy is in the lead with King High. I think you might play this as a check raise all in if you're Pete. There's the check. Action on Matt K. Continuation bet from Matt K at $2.3 million. Pete's just going to call. Pete's got aces, playing it slow. Maybe because he knew that card was coming. Not only does he hit his flush, but Matt K, Choppy, hits his pair of kings. Pete's going to check one more time. Choppy's going to check it back. Fourth club on the river. Pete has the second nut flush. Obviously can't beat the ace of clubs. Pete's going to bet $4.2 million. Choppy with the 8 of clubs can really only beat a bluff here, but is going to make the call. Pot nearly 20 million chips, and it's over to Pete's Got Aces, who is now our chip leader once again with 33.5 million in front of him. Hand 168. Gypsy Magic with the 7s. Pete's Got Aces with the King Jack. By the way, once again, no deal has been made. These players playing for it all. The next player out will earn themselves $121,000. First place, $227,000. 10-8, 6, 7 still in the lead. Gypsy has picked up a gut shot to go along with the 7s. I thought you might have seen him bet here. These players aren't very deep relative to the blinds. Pot is 8.8 million. And I guess if you're Gypsy, maybe you're looking for the check raise all in. Well, there's the bet from Pete. He bets 4.25 million, and just a call from Gypsy Magic. Nine of spades, and that's a really interesting card because Gypsy Magic now has hit a straight, but Pete's Got Aces is open-ended with a spade in his hand, and you can see he has 31% equity. Action on Gypsy Magic. And there he's going to shove all in. Doesn't want to let a fourth spade come off. $13.5 million to call if your Pete's Got Aces. He's open-ended with the King of Spades in his hand. But obviously King High, not good right now. And I think Pete knows that. Pete's going to make the call, though. Pot is 44.5 million chips, and Pete needs help. 4 diamonds is not going to do it for him, and Gypsy Magic doubles up and is now our chip leader at 44.5 million. Pete's got aces, our short stack, at 7.6 million. We're going to jump ahead to hand 192. Pete has obviously doubled up. He's at 16 million. We get a raise from Choppy. Gypsy's going to make the call. Ace 9-5, all spades out there. Neither player with a spade in their hand. And Matt K has taken the lead with a pair of fives. He checks it back. Two pair here for Matt K. Gypsy's going to take a shot at it, and I have to imagine Choppy's going to move all in. Yep, there's the shove from Choppy. He shoves for 17.2 million chips. Obviously, Gypsy cannot make the call. And just like that, Choppy back up to 28.9 million chips. Gypsy at 30 million. Our short stack, Pete, has got 16 million. It's very rare that we'll see a final table go this long. The blinds are 850,000, 1.7 million. None of these players have a lot of chips relative to the blinds. Choppy with Jack 10 in the small blind. He's going to raise. Gypsy makes the call with the ace 4. Flop is 5, deuce, deuce. Ace high still in the lead. A bet from Choppy, a call from Gypsy. Six diamonds. Doesn't really change anything. Ace high still in the lead. I think Matt probably knows that Gypsy has an ace. Just a question, can I get him to fold the ace? Can I get him off of ace high? And Matt is going to bet 4.4 million, and this is a really weird bet from Gypsy Magic. He raises to 10.2 million. I guess you can get a bigger ace to fold, but it's a weird play. And regardless, Gypsy Magic raises with the ace high and takes it down, is now at 39.4 million. Choppy at 14.6 million. Somehow, Pete's got aces is up to 26.4 million. He's obviously won another pot. This could be troublesome for Choppy. There's the all-in from Pete, and I think Choppy might call off. He's got about 9 big blinds, 10 total. He does call off with king 10. And it's ace 5 against king 10. Choppy, Matt K at risk. Good flop for him, though. Kings and jacks. Pot is 35.3 million chips, 1 card remaining. Can he avoid the ace? He can. It's the 10 of diamonds on the river. And Choppy doubles up to 35.3 million. Pete's got aces, is under 10 million.
We are 10,000 people in Brazil, holding our breath. We are alone. Hunters. Hunted. We are committed. Blessed. Calm. We are all in. We are poker.
Welcome back to the Sunday Million. If you were waiting for the password, here it is. Barcelona. That's right. Get in on the action, the online poker show free roll. And who knows, maybe we'll be talking about you next week. So Choppy, our chip leader at 35.3 million. Pete's got aces down to under 10 million. That was what it looked like at hand 205. Jump ahead to hand 217. And Gypsy Magic now in the lead at 35.4 million. The Finn once again came to the final table as our short stack and is now the chip leader with 3 remaining. Blind still 850,000, 1.7 million. We do these highlight shows every week, and I can't remember the last time the blinds got this large. Pete's got aces. Shoves from the button with King Deuce, and if you're Gypsy Magic, you have to make this call. He does make the call with Ace 8, and this could be the end of the road for Pete's got aces, because unfortunately, he doesn't have aces. He's a 2-1 dog here with the King Deuce. But he flops a deuce. Gypsy Magic with the heart draw. Any heart, any ace, or any 8 will win it for Gypsy Magic. The river. The 5 of spades, and Pete's got aces, doubles up. He's back up to 27 million. And just like that, he's our chip leader. Jump ahead to hand 223. Pete's got aces now at 38 million. Gypsy Magic all in with the ace queen for 13 million. Matt K with the ace 6 in the big blind. Probably doesn't like calling his chips off in this spot, but I think he's going to. He does call. It's not for all his chips. Gypsy Magic's at risk. 10-4 deuce. Nothing there for either player. Gypsy Magic still in the lead with ace queen. A 5 actually wins it for Choppy. A 5 or a 6. That is not a 5 or a 6. The queen of hearts on the river, and Gypsy Magic doubles up to 27.5 million. Choppy down to 9.5 million. The raise from Gypsy. He actually makes it 3x. Kind of an odd raise because you're raising it to 3x. Are you ever going to fold? I guess maybe if Pete shoves. Choppy shoves. Matt K all in for 14.2 million chips. He has no fold equity, though, and Gypsy Magic makes the call. Ace 7 against King Jack. 6-6-5 so far, so good for Choppy. He's at risk. 5 of spades on the turn. And the river's a king. Oh! 6 outs to lose. And just like that, Matt K is gone. Once again, he was the biggest name at this final table. He adds a 3rd place finish in the Sunday Million to his poker resume. From Toronto, Canada, he takes home $121,000. And we are finally heads up. Pete's got aces against Gypsy Magic. King 5 against 5-7. Hand 227. Gypsy Magic flops open-ended. Pete's got aces. Still in the lead with King High. Has a gut shot. Tell you right now, he doesn't want to hit it. 1.7 million. And a call. Nine of diamonds. King High still in the lead. Gypsy checks over to Pete's got aces. He checks it back. King High actually has showdown value. 6 on the river. And let's see if Gypsy bluffs at this one. The pot is 7.1 million. And Gypsy bets 5.1 million. Let's see if Pete can make this call. I'm assuming he checked back the turn because he had showdown value, but he can't make this river call, and Pete lets the king high go. And Gypsy now up to $43.6 million, Pete at $32 million. Gypsy's going to widen his lead at hand 233. It's now $48 million to $23 million. Pete raises on the button. And Gypsy's going to shove. Gypsy shoves for 50 million chips. Pete makes the call, obviously. Pete is at risk, but he's a huge favorite. Queen 9-8, all clubs out there, neither player with a club in their hand. 5 of diamonds. Gypsy needs a 7 to win the tournament. And that's not a 7, 9 of diamonds on the river, and Pete's got aces, doubles up to 50 million, while Gypsy Magic is down to about 25 million. 2-1 chip advantage for Pete's got aces. Australia versus Finland in this heads-up match. Hand 235. Wow, what a flop. This is an interesting flop. Both players open-ended. Gypsy Magic more than a 2-1 favorite. But Pete's got aces is in position. He bets 2 million. Gypsy Magic going to play the hand slow, just calls. Ten high, still good. Pete takes the free card. And the river's the 9. Gypsy Magic makes a pair. Pete's got aces, hits the straight. Gypsy checks over to Pete. Pete bets 4.8 million. And Gypsy pays him off. And the lead just gets larger. 60 million chips to 16 million. Hand 239. Blinds are 1 million, 2 million. Ace Queen against Ace Jack. I don't see how all the chips don't go in. Pete limps in. Gypsy shoves all in. Pete's going to make the call. Pete's taking his sweet time, but he finally does make the call. Pot 39 million chips. As you can see, Pete's got aces, a big favorite to win the hand, and in turn, win the tournament. And a bigger favorite now, Queen, Queen 9, 2 spades out there. Gypsy Magic needs a miracle. It's not going to happen, and that will do it. Gypsy Magic drawing dead, going to the river. He has nothing to be upset about, though. The 3 of hearts on the river. Gypsy Magic finishes in second place. Remember, he came to this final table as the short stack. He had under 2 million chips and somehow finishes in second place for $167,000. But congratulations indeed to the Australian. Pete's got aces. Takes home $227,000. Remember, no deal was made. This was quite the final table. Choppy finishes in third place. Once again, that's Matt Kay from Canada. He took home $121,000. It was a war. This went on a long, long time. Very rarely do we see the blinds get that high, but no player wanted to give up an inch, and at the end of the day, Pete's got aces, is our champion, takes home $227,000. Hope you enjoyed the action. Until next time, I'm David Tuckman. Reach for the stars.